this show and other shows, check us out online at www.inthemix.org.
By the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
And how to deal with it.
It's a small town. Everybody knows everybody else.
Growing up in Pierre is awesome. I love it. It's been a great place to grow up. It's been safe.
The minute you get out, it's just flat, open, nothing.
It's a really beautiful town, but there's not much to do. If you have stuff to do, it's almost the same thing every single day.
I don't think that there's nothing to do here. I think that you just have to try to find something that you like. Find your friends, hang out. Tonight we're going to play softball. Meet up at the Zesto and go from there. School life is, I think, just like anybody else's. I think it's very, very typical.
The pressure to fit in this high school, it's there. You want to fit in, you want to be popular, you want to be liked. You know, what teenager today doesn't?
I mean, you don't want to just exclude yourself to one group. You want to be with all groups. But it's kind of hard because maybe this one group doesn't like this other group, you know?
It feels really hard to find the balance, like with your friends and if you have a boyfriend.
I had a time where all of my friends had boyfriends or other friends, and they weren't calling me at that time. And I just started getting sadder and, you know, worse and worse.
Friends will try and use.
I think peer pressure is good. I really do. I really believe that pressure is good. And it's how you deal with that pressure that makes you an individual that's going to, you know.
I just feel like sometimes I can't do anything right. Like, I think a lot of it comes from a girlfriend.
Getting rejected by a girl who, that's really upsetting sometimes.
Yeah. I think to a certain extent there's a point where a guy cannot show, you know, any emotion.
I find it a lot easier to cry in front of girls personally, just because, you know, you cry in front of a guy, they'll say, yeah, you little wussy boy, you crying over that? There's a thin line between being upset and depressed.
I think sometimes you may not even know that you're depressed. It's just a phase that you're going through and you think, oh, this will be over by morning.
My parents were striving me to do like 1,000,001 things at one time. I got really stressed out and I was really down. Every time I'd go home after school, I'd like lock myself in my room and listen to music and just cry.
No matter how good you do, you know, they always, I mean, it's good to be pushed, but they're always looking for so much more.
Endless pushing, that's not good.
My dad been through 2 divorces now, and that's put a lot of stress on my life going through high school.
When you take out your stress in a physical manner, it doesn't bother you anymore.
I'm going out on bike riding, and that gives me time to think about things and, you know, get out in the fresh air, and it clears your mind a little bit more.
I didn't make the volleyball team this year. Well, I put all my efforts into my ballet, and I tried doing something different. I took the attention off what had gone wrong in my life and put it onto something that I could improve.
I've been writing in a notebook, and that seems to really help.
Whenever I'm upset, that's like the only thing I can think about. And it just it drives you worse and worse until you actually find somebody to talk to that really understands where you're coming from.
You know, there's going to be ups and downs in everyone's life, no matter where you live, no matter where you grow up, no matter what kind of family you come from.
I think everybody feels depressed. I couldn't not experiencing that emotion.
It's when you can't get out of that and you're having bad days every day that you need to get help.
Hey guys, we're here with Third Eye Blind backstage at their concert. What kind of things get you guys down? What kind of things make you not feel, you know, on top of the world?
The songs are about the moods that we're in. When I'm playing the guitar, I'm expressing the moods I'm in, anxiety, depression, or joy. It could be any of those. It's kind of a release for me. Bad shows get me depressed. I'll get depressed at a bad show, but also sometimes I can be in a bad mood and then I'll play a show and I'll feel much better after the show.
I don't get depressed very often. I work really hard at being happy. It's really important to me to just healthy too. I listen to a lot of music, and playing music is really a major force in keeping me happy and sane. I listen to music so much.
You know, there are a couple things, exercise for example, and there's also food. If you may be not allowing yourself, and you're not going to be in a good mood.
Just go in and get help. You know, and I think there was on the market. So I know what it feels like to anyone.
As my own person, I had a friend